Oh, another thing. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to find, like, another thing to interact with. But right now, for now, my goal is... Yeah, okay, so I'll interact with that when I get a chance. There's a way in there. So you can get those items, and I don't know what it is yet, but we'll figure that out. Another key. We're gonna need another key. Computers, yeah, there's gonna be like a fuse for us to find too. Oh my god, there's... That's just for Ward 13, that's not gonna help us here. Ooh! Lore! Okay. This one's so small. Let me just make sure there's no, like, illustrations or anything I'll be missing. Okay, every time I read... February 18th, 1962. Every time I read Clawbone's passages, I find something new. Sometimes I think the runes may actually be changing, though photographic evidence has proven to be as ridiculous as it sounds. Only my understanding is evolving. The author of the runes intrigues me. He speaks as though his people are immortal. At first, I interpret this in a spiritual sense, like heaven or the Hindu concept of nirvana. But the stories he tells are not those of souls that have moved on. He speaks of living beings carrying out mundane yet utopian lives. They're real. What if these writings are meant literally? What if his people, who have found a way to send Clawbone's words across the barriers between the worlds, have also found a way to elude death itself? It sounds fantastic, even as I write it, yet the possibility cannot be overlooked. If so, then his world may still exist. Clawbone may still exist. He writes of realms his people cannot enter, quarantined by powerful guardians and ancient codes. I believe our world is similarly quarantined, hence the runes rather than a personal visit. But what if we could reach him? What if we could speak to Clawbone himself? Wasn't Clawbone the name of the guardian we killed in Chronos? I think I've pretty much been everywhere I can be. So I am going to interact with you now. There's whispering you can hear in here too. Ah, fuck. No. I'm exploring real quick to make sure there's nothing I'm missing that could be like... Oh, fuck, there's a second one of you guys. Nope, nope, nope. We're not in the mood for that. Wait, no, I'm going the wrong way. Ah! Oh!
It's over.
Oof. Frenzy Dustin, what the... fuck's all this then? Oh, more lore. Hang on, let me see, make sure there's no illustrations. You know what, let me look that up now. Okay, so I was looking it up. His name is just Labyrinth Guardian. His name isn't Clawbone. However, for some reason, Clawbone does pop up as, like, the name of something that dreamer was connected to, I think. But on October 31st, 1960, astounding, the ruins are a history, even a kind of instruction manual. Okay, so this is from before that last one. The author, whose runic name can be best translated as Clawbone, seems to have been a kind of missionary from his own country. And the ruins his epistle... I don't know how to pronounce it, so sorry. He speaks of the perfection of his home country, a land without sickness, pain, suffering, or sorrow. A land even without death. I can assume he is only speaking about an ancient form of heaven. I have tried to teach others to decipher the runes, but all of my efforts have been in vain. They cannot see the patterns I see, and some even claim I am delusional. I had not thought myself much more intelligent than the other scientists, but perhaps I was wrong. In any case, I proved my methods beyond doubt when I used the ruby lens to decipher the door's passcode. As a result, Commander Neville has put me on deciphering the runes full time. It is my project now. Oh, and more secrets. Oh!
Dr. Yuri Karsgaard, June 7th, 1961. I have made a tremendous breakthrough. The crystal may not be a power source at all. The author of the runes, the one who calls themselves Clawbone, calls it a world stone and suggests it may be used as a kind of viewing or even transportation device. I had originally thought the runes described Clawbone's countries, some prehistoric civilization on a distant continent, perhaps. But I have since come to understand that the author is not from our world at all. He or she may not even be human. The passage I've deciphered speaks of many different worlds, of pain and suffering and death, and most importantly, how Clawbone's people have evolved beyond it all and strive to share what they've learned. I believe we may be able to reach these other worlds, virtually at least, if not physically. The runes speak of connecting minds to minds, to see into other worlds, perhaps even speak to them. They may even hold the key to finding the world of Clawbone himself. It's a lot to take in. Some, like Captain Ford, are hesitant to believe it. But they have not read the runes. For whatever reason, they cannot. But Clawbone is not some savage historian. He speaks of science with astounding accuracy, and what may seem like magic is likely just science we have yet to discover. I have given instructions on how to connect the minds of human volunteers to the World Stone. We are to begin experiments immediately. Now, if Clawbone is indeed ignorant, we will know soon enough. But if I am right, then we may rewrite our understanding of the entire universe.
Okay. Didn't I just get an item? Hang on, I just got an item. Oh, the key. That's right, I got the maintenance key. Yeah, that's okay, sorry, I saw the file, the folder there, and I was thinking that maybe it might be something. Oh no! Tree branches, I can't jump over them! So there were a lot of people, though, involved in this whole thing. Oh, observatory. Hang on, is this? Oh, shit. I missed this.
Dr. Yuri
Oh,
Karsgaard, September 30th, 1960. Today is an auspicious day. The crystal and its corresponding structures beneath the atoll are secure. And Commander Neville has given us full access to the writings. The runes are unlike any script I've ever seen. Commander Neville believes they are of extraterrestrial origin, but I believe they originate from a civilization much, much older than any we have yet known. Deciphering them proved difficult at first, but I believe I have found a pattern. And I am working on a lexicon. The others do not see it yet. Some even claim I am making things up, but I see clear elements of logic in the runes. A story. I hope to know more in the coming months.
Just making sure. Okay, yeah, the root, the tree, the branches block me. I'm glad I came back up here and saw this, because that's more lore that I would have missed, potentially. I just want to make sure. Oh, wait, yeah, that's right, because the keypad is, like, broken or something. And I'm guessing I can open this door from... No, I can't? Wow. Actually surprised. Okay, so there's probably going to be another thing I have to... Yep. But let me check everywhere for other lore and stuff that I might be missing. Oh, another tape.
Dr. Yuri Karsgaard, December 13th,
Okay, this is after.
1962. The early wards have experienced a number of setbacks. The Dreamer in Ward 2 was the center of a mass murder-suicide earlier this year, and Ward 3 is now nothing more than a burnt-out husk. These incidents seem to have stemmed from miscalculations with the Dreamers. Their minds could not handle the reality of what they experienced. Or so I suspect. There have been murmurings to shut down the wards, but Clawbone's writings warned such things might happen. There is no other way. If we are to save our world, to bind our minds with Clawbone himself, then these are the sacrifices that must be made. Everyone knows what is at stake here. To use a vernacular phrase, we will reach utopia or bust.
Oh shit, so something... Okay. So something used Harsgard, basically, is what it sounds like. Which I was kind of starting to think that, because, like, he had a very... I was thinking that either there was some manipulation going on with him, in the sense of, like... Oh, fuck. I did not mean to actually go in here yet. Oh, fuck, I did not mean to... Sorry. Actually, that's probably not the worst thing, though. Yeah, I would have liked to go into here and... Hit any key to continue. Initialize reactor. Fail to initialize. Clear. Okay. Crystal bag? Nah. Is there any lore here that I might be missing, by the way? Okay. Just want to double check. Okay, so I do have to actually do that to continue, though. Also, I don't know how the fuck I got knocked off. Can I interact? Okay, I can interact, like, go back. Oh, fuck. Oh. Distract them! You know what to do, doggo. Oh. Okay, we did it, I guess. Yeah, get wrecked. Fuck you guys. Go back to your patrol and you can't do shit to me. Fuck. That's right. Alright. Ooh. Okay. Trait book! And I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting like a lore book or something in here, but okay. Oh, it unlocks the door. Which I can use to go here now. Okay, cool. Oh, and then... Oh, this is just nothing. That's just nothing. You know, there's sometimes stuff that bothers me, like stuff, oh, I should be able to crawl through this, but I fucking can't. Stuff like that always fucking bugs me. Also, I was thinking there'd be like lore or something in here, not gonna lie, a little disappointed. What traits do I... Oh, I have multiple trait points, okay. And that lit the power up. Oh, I mean the computers that we weren't able to access before, we can access them now, I think. So let's go access some of those. And also, let's see if we can just open this door or not. Nope, okay. There's computer... Oh, is it still not... I would have... Okay. Oh, you know what? I didn't even think of that until I just saw that. Now I understand what that's for. I feel like a fucking idiot. It took me way too long to get that. Ooh, what the f... I guess we stabbed by root, guys. Alright, what's this? Adrenaline, Ring of Honor. What's this? Alright. Increases health by 10, stamina by 10, and reduces... Okay, so it's for tankier builds. Our first expedition to the Pan World was not without reward. This ring was a wonder, said to confer the favor and protection of the Empress Genas. Is there any lore in here? Or is it just an item? Oh, my frames went down to below 60. There is lore. Okay. This is around the same time as that last tape we listened to. Clawbone is speaking to me. I don't mean figuratively through the runes, though he is that. I mean literally. I hear whispers in my dreams. I wake with new fresh ideas in my mind, ways to tune the dreamers and advance the project. I have had late night epiphanies before, but these are something different. I don't know how, but I know it is him. I have seen him as well. In the fire of Ward 3, we watched as the flames seemed to arise from the mouth of the dreamer himself. And in those flames, for perhaps only one frame of the video, he clearly appeared. Clawbone is not human. I hardly expected him to be. He is something other. If I had not been reading his thoughts these past years, I would have thought him a monster. But he is as intelligent and wise as any being on Earth. More so, the others who viewed the tape with me did not seem to notice, though I thought I heard Dr. Schleiermacher gasp. Has Clawbone visited him as well? Perhaps I should speak with him sometime, but how to broach the subject? Uric. Oh, and I can't, like, open that door somehow or anything. Damn. Is there any... Oh, it's a scientist is... Because that was just, like, additional lore I could get and not really, like, necessary. But I got it. So that's cool. So that was something I didn't even need, but that I didn't even need the generator to get. I just needed to, like, be smart enough to pick up on the fact that I can get that. This computer is on. I wasn't on before. Hit any key to continue. Okay, let me... Okay, log. Watcher sedation. June 12th, 1961. Harsgard and Schleiermacher say Katrine's conscious thought is getting in the way of connecting to the World Stone. They've asked me to look into sedation possibilities, though I'm not sure how that will work if they want to record conscious observations. Maybe dream imagery? I'll have Dr. Lim look into it. His thesis was on drugs that enhance dream lucidity. That might be the key. 4th of July, 1961. Oh wait, hang on. Fuck, that was June 12th. Okay. Forced to work on the 4th of July. Harsgard's got a bug up his ass about these streamers. All right, Schleiermacher and most of the rest of them too. I should have known a secret military project meant secretly bulldozing workers' rights. At least I get overtime. Medical storage. Apparently one of the attendants has been using their off hours for recreational kind of mean use. Now all access to medical storage has to go through me. Fantastic. This is how bureaucracies happen, people. Gaston's restraints. September 8th, 1962. The War II Dreamer has shown signs of mild wakefulness. Mild limb movement is normal as far as we understand what normal means for this kind of experimental sedation, but some of the team want his sedation increased. Harsgard, on the other hand, refused. Instead, he ordered Gaston's restraint to be tightened with no dosage changed at all. I'm not sure I understand what the restraints are even for. Is Harsgard worried Gaston might walk in his sleep? Antidepressants for Weisskopf. Dr. Limmers requested antidepressants from Katrine's team. I talked to Sebastian, who I understood Stan has interviewed several of them and knows their psychological state better than anyone has received his approval. Not 10 minutes later, Harsgard came into my office and asked me not to approve any medication. He said he feared the medication might negatively impact Ward 1's ability to focus. Even after I assured him it would do no such thing, at least not the dosages I planned to prescribe. I didn't even know Dr. Harsgard was aware of the request. He's a smart man. I can't imagine why he would be against this. Dr. Harsgard's orders for Ward 1, February 8th, 1963. In light of Brunner's death and Schleiermacher's quarantine, I feel I need to put this on record, especially now that I reread my previous log entry. If I asked Harsgard if I could examine the bodies from the Ward 1 incident. To my surprise, he refused, ordered me to seal the entire ward to avoid any possible contagion. A wise enough order, and I obeyed. But this morning, several bodies were delivered to us with strict orders to keep the bags locked up and on ice. We were told they were soldiers, that any other information was classified. I looked at their names and ranks. They don't exist. So where do the bodies come from? I don't have enough evidence to file an official report, and given Harsgard's influence at the top, I'm afraid to do so. But I'm worried about how much he may know, or even maybe engineering. What has happened in the first 3 wards? Maybe I'm just writing this for my own conscience then. I don't know. And that's the last of the logs. Diagnosis, okay. The same stuff as usual. Medicine storage is unlocked. We can go to medicine storage now. Awesome. Hell yeah, blood ward. Ward prime key card. Hell yeah. Oh, there's no lore in here or anything. Just, okay. We got this now. But a lot of the keypads are broken, it looks like, so. Oh, another one of you guys. Love that. Laboratory. Okay, let's see what everything I can get around here is. Okay, another book. Alas, I will... Okay. February 9th, 1963. Alas, I will never have that conversation with Schleiermacher, at least not in the manner I hoped. The man has become unhinged, but he has definitely seen Clawbone. The notes of the late Dr. Brunner provide some insight into what happened in Ward 1. Although their dreamer had not bonded to any guardian in a proper sense, Clawbone, or something similar, was trying to speak through the dreamer to the scientists of the ward. Their minds could not handle this contact, and it manifested as an advanced form of nihilism that led to the deaths of many. Why have I not been affected this way? Perhaps because I've read the runes. I've seen Clawbone Society, a vision of what ours could be. Or perhaps I have not been affected for the same reason I alone have seemed able to decipher the runes. Cessation is equality, serenity among ashes. These words were in Dr. Brunner's final notes. He interpreted them existentially, based on the Darwinian assumption that survival is ultimate goal, and cessation, therefore, is evil. It drove him insane. But that is not how I read these words at all. This incident makes one thing at least very clear. While we have perfected the dreamers, when we have perfected the dreamers, when we finally speak with Clawbone, I must be the one to speak with him. Any illustrations or anything of the handwriting I should notice? Okay, nothing. Another meeting-looking room. Oh. Thanks. Thank you. Another... Okay. Before I go down that way, or that way, I think it was. I need to see as much as I can. Okay, that's that. And this is... Oh, this will take me back to the crystal up here. Yeah, okay. So we opened that up, that's good. That's extra room for me to move around and stuff, extra pathways. In case I need to just run right away. Oh, my frame's fucked. Okay. Just to make sure, yeah, this was the... Okay. Laboratory. Okay. Okay, so there's a couple of things over here. Oh, 3! Of them. Okay, so I have to, like... So once I have to shoot fast. Okay, that's one way.
It's over.
That's one way good. Oh, what the fuck is all this shit? Okay. Unlock to see what else is there. Okay. Ward Prime. We needed this. We needed this. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Did I get a trait point? I did, okay. I think I'm about to get another. Oh, and... Okay. That's extra lore that we're about to read, but I wanted to... Let me use those trait points, though, real quick. Alright, let me read that lore.
Dr. Ulrich Harsgaard.
Oh, that's all the
April
recordings.
10th, 1964. I am leaving for Ward 13. The experiments of Ward Prime have proven informative. But we are exploring more promising avenues in the other wards. Starting with subject 2409. Dr. Itzaso says the Dreamer has successfully connected, the first of our Dreamers to do so, and his vitals are stable. Let us see what he sees. From Ward 13, I will also be able to visit the rooms more easily. I learn more every time I investigate them. Even reading the same passages over again, I see connotations and meanings I did not notice before, as if the text were speaking directly to my mind. We will continue the Dreamer projects, tuning them, perfecting them, until one day I can connect a Dreamer to Clawbone himself. I can feel him, waiting on the edge of perception. He whispers to me, touches my dreams. I must speak with him. He has the answers we need, if we can but find that one crucial connection. Immortality, equality, cessation, serenity. We'll have it all.
So, the more I think about it, the more I'm thinking that... Well, no, he says Ward 13, so what happened after he got to Ward 13? Alright, let me check this. Hit any key to continue. Okay, this is just... It's just a lore thing, it looks like. Log... June 24th, 1968. Based on a lack of response, I assume this computer is used for logging purposes rather than communication. That's unfortunate. I've been down here for 3 days with no contact, so I may as well log my own report. I was part of a fire team sent to clear hostiles from the lower levels. We encountered heavy resistance and were forced to retreat. In doing so, I got separated from my team and took shelter here. Unfortunately, now the door won't budge. I'm trapped. There's plenty of food, so survival shouldn't be a problem. I expect they'll find me after the invasion has been contained. Until then, I'll continue working at the door, listening for signs of activity, and maintaining a steady state of readiness. Private Torres out. And that was June 24th, 1960. June 28th, 1968. To be honest, the date of this report is just a guess. I've slept 5 times since the last log, but I have no way of knowing how much time has actually passed. I haven't heard any activity outside the door. I've spent most of my time keeping in shape and investigating my surroundings here. It looks like they mix drugs for the dreamers here. I also found a fuse abandoned behind a cabinet. It appears functional and may even be the reason the door won't work. But I've been unable to find any circuit breakers that need it. I'll keep looking. That's all I have to report, I guess. I'm safe for now. I'm grateful, but I hope they find me soon. I'm getting antsy for someone to talk to. July 2nd, 3rd? I've lost track of the date. Sorry, I'm certain I'm staying awake longer than normal. Probably sleeping longer, too. Who knows? I heard noises outside today. Howling and gunfire. I slammed on the door, shouting as loud as I could, but no one came. Then the screaming started. It got real quiet after that. Still safe, I guess, but I might be stuck here much longer than I thought. Much later. I have no idea how much time has passed. I'm basically just typing in this thing for something to do. No one's come. It's completely quiet outside the door. Jerry thinks they forgot about us, or maybe they're all dead. The roots in here are growing faster. I can't see them growing or anything, but I just swear they're getting bigger. I'm kind of scared to go near them. Still got food. And Jerry, so that's something. At least I'm not alone. Bored. I think I'm starting to go nuts. We're running out of ways to pass the time. We've played scavenger hunts, Mad Libs, charades, hide and seek. It's totally unfair how good Jerry is at that one. I even taught Jerry the drum line to I Can See for Miles, but that got old after the 13th repetition. Jerry thinks we should try some of the drugs in here. I told him he's crazy. Who knows what that would do to us. Heard some new noises outside. Growling, chittering, maybe even speaking? Couldn't make any words, though. There was some scratching at the door. I begged on it and yelled. Why the hell not, right? Open is open, even if I have to fight my way out, but whoever was out there went away. That was like 7 sleeps ago. Hell, maybe I hallucinated it. I miss other people. So I'm guessing that the rat people came here eventually. I think the rat people did come here eventually based on some of the other logs. And that might be what he was talking about. Scientific investigations. Poked at the roots today. Thought I saw something glowing underneath, so I got a scalpel and cut into them. I didn't get very far. They wouldn't stop screaming. Ugh. I shouldn't be surprised. Same thing happened with the walls the other day, in which Jerry went. Stop counting sleeps after like 40, or was it 60? Don't much matter. Starting on the drugs today. We'll go easy at first. Maybe that Gaston's cocktail or whatever mentioned in the earlier logs. Dream lucidity sounds like a gas. Reports. Gaston's cocktail. Oh, okay, from October. Dr. Simpkin suggests that the dreamer Gaston's breakdown can be at least partially contributed to the solution he was given. Before more dreamers are connected, we'll need to test several different compounds, decreasing the amount of galantamine as much as we can without losing dream lucidity. Please advise Dr. Harsgard that all dreamer experiments should be put on hold until we find the appropriate values. I would also like to note again that I found a Weisskopf's reactor code, this time penciled onto the ceiling above this workstation. Someone needs to confront him about this. If there had been a security inspection, we could have all had our clearances revoked. Thank you. Reactor security. I talked to Weisskopf a few weeks ago, and I haven't seen any code since. Either he took the hint and actually memorized the damn thing, doubt it, or he's hidden it in his office somewhere. So long as it's only his career that's in danger, I guess. Ward 1 contagion. February 1963. Upon further investigation into the Ward 1 problem, I believe the methamide and oxycane levels were unbalanced, leading to electrical fields far beyond the normal range. Dr. Harsgard agreed that the correct balance must be found before reconnecting Ward 4. However, he also asked me to look into what it would take to increase the field range even further. He assured me it was strictly scientific and that whatever cocktail I came up with would never be used on human subjects, but why do it then? Do we have an ethics committee I can discuss this with? And then error, I'm guessing another just error. Assistance required. This is Private Benjamin Torres. I am trapped alone inside the medical lab facility in the lower levels of Ward Prime. If anyone can read this, please send assistance immediately. Okay, so I'm guessing that the report, that he saw all those reports, and he was like, oh, well, I guess it's not actually doing anything. Oh. Weird. Okay, so that is... We just lit up the area, I guess. Something about that area, like, makes... Something about this area makes the game lag out occasionally. This computer's on. Okay, can you continue? Unlock blast doors. Okay, let's see what other computers are in the area before I do anything. Oh, it keeps... God, that fucking startles the shit out of me. Like, the frame rate drops and shit. Okay, 2 computers here. Is there, like, a puzzle that I'm supposed to understand here? I was thinking that it'd be, like... Okay, let me at least... Log. Dr. NG Sato. This is Dr. NG Sato of Ward Prime. Dr. Harsgard has brought me on to keep tabs on Dreamer's health. However, I get the feeling he expects more mortalities of some kind. Why else bring a pathologist aboard? I guess we'll see. Another security risk. Dr. Weisskopf has been scribbling security codes on the walls again, this time in the chemistry lab. I've been asked to confront him about it before all our... Excuse me, before all our clearances get revoked. I wanted to report him, but I suppose this is the more respectful approach. Weisskopf's new game. I figured out Weisskopf's trick to remembering a security code. I admit, it's clever. 3 letters rather than 6 numbers. But does he really think it will pass security inspection? Anyone familiar with the storage room and the alphabet could figure it out. I did, though okay, so that's what that thing's supposed to be there. Though I suppose I was looking for him to do something like this. How hard is it to remember a simple code? Part of me wants to report it, but then I'd have to explain his ridiculous system. Let's see if anyone else catches it first. Air file card. Wait, hang on. I wanted to check something. 3 letters. So he uses 3 letters rather than 6. If I had to take a guess at the possibilities here... Okay, there's a star that makes me think that... Okay. I noticed the star next to the one there. But he says 3 letters rather than 6 numbers. Oh, fuck, so how do we know which letters? Oh, wait, did I check everything? Ports. Okay, 10-8-62, War 2. A murder-suicide in War 2. I'm not so paranoid as to think Harsgard expected this, but it is interesting how useful my expertise has suddenly become. Initial investigations reveal nothing out of the ordinary except in the dreamer himself. I found a kind of fibrous membrane commingled with Gaston's brain tissue. I suspect it is related to the unusual drugs used to sedate the dreamer, or perhaps some strange effect of the world stone itself. In any case, I've never seen anything like it. I would not hope for any more dreamers to expire, but if they do, it will be interesting to see if they share the same morbidity. And then 4/2/1964, working off-site. Dr. NG Sato, April 2nd, 1964. Dr. Harsgard has asked me to investigate the bodies extracted from Ward 1. After reviewing the particulars of the incident, I have asked to work in quarantine in case there are still underlying risks to myself or the ward. Commander Neville has arranged an off-site lab inside an old farmhouse. To anyone reading this entry, I will likely be unavailable for days at a time. If you need me, please contact Dr. Neville or Dr. Weisskopf. And Ward response. Ward 16 is gone on June 20th, 1968 from Dr. Senji Sato. Ward 16 has gone quiet. I have been trying to contact Dr. Harsgard for days now regarding the strange behavior of one of the dreamers, but I can't get in touch with him. I wonder if Weisskopf has heard anything. And error. And system diagnostic. Ward Prime, okay. Oh, enter password. Apparently I'm not allowed to store security codes on this machine. Fine. Security risk. Oh, once again, I am told that my methods to remember security codes are improper and unsafe. I don't see what the risk is. Ward Prime is locked down tighter than my mother-in-law's approval of me. Even if someone could get in here, they're going to associate some random number they find on the walls with the storage room in my office? Right. It's absurd to expect us to remember a new code every 60 days. I have quite enough to remember, thank you. This is untenable. I need to figure out some other solution. He's kinda right, though. Okay, Ward 1. I'm taking a lot of heat for what happened in Ward 1, as if I could have prevented it. That's not my job, people. I interview subjects, record data, study trends, and sure, I try to help people if I can. But in all my career, I've never seen anything like what happened to Brunner and Schleiermacher. Both of them suffered from... Whoa, what the fuck happened on my screen? Both of them suffered from some extreme form of depression, obviously, but there was nothing in our sessions to suggest this. At least Schleiermacher's alive. I can't wait to see what he has to say now. Aha. I finally figured out a system to remember the storage room code. I can't write it down here, obviously, but it's a little complex. I got some help from my brother-in-law, the mathematician. So I need some notes for myself. The code only uses digits from 1 to 5, right? So if I assign a 2-digit code to each letter of the alphabet, then I only have to remember 3 letters instead of a random 6-digit number. I just need to remember which letters represent the current code. My brother-in-law suggested I use mnemonics to make words, but then I'm still memorizing a new code every 2 months. I have a better idea. It means I can't play my crossword game anymore. But nobody around here ever played with me anyway. Okay, so I have a theory. Okay, never mind that. Scratch that theory. Okay, well, afterwards, note to self: ensure that Schleiermacher's straitjacket is secure before leaving him alone. I'm fairly certain that he is no longer a contagion risk, but he's still a danger to himself and others. Also, remind the staff not to speak to him without authorization. In several instances, seemingly innocuous conversations have driven Schleiermacher, or as happened today, an attendant to near-suicidal depression. Lower ward lockdown. June 21st, 1968. They've locked down everything on the world stone level and below. They say the incursion has been contained, but I've been interviewing survivors. Contained isn't how they describe it at all. To be fair, their perspective is likely to show bias. Note to self: talk to Commander Neville about what's going on down there. June 25th, evacuation? They say we have less than 24 hours to pack up and leave before they employ emergency military measures. Is this for real? What the hell? There have been squads of Marines down there for days. They said they had it contained. I'm not sure what to do with this information. I have several years worth of case interviews that will take me days to carry out. They don't expect me to abandon all that data, do they? Exit, and then reports. Okay, first entry, August 20th, 1961. This is Sebastian Weisskopf, the new head of psychology at Ward Prime. I've been brought on because some scientists have reported unusual depression and anxiety. Not exactly what I thought I'd be doing for the government, but at least I got an office. Gaston. The Dreamer in War 2 committed several murders last night, then took his own life. I didn't even know they could become conscious. Several surviving witnesses are now under my auspices, and Neville's breathing down my neck to understand what happened. Looks like I have my work cut out for me. Error, and then another error. June 20th, 1968. Schleiermacher has been behaving strangely the last couple of days, more than usual. And I haven't received any communication back from the other wards. What's going on? System diagnostic, okay. Okay, before I do that password thing, I think there might have been other computers downstairs. Wait, did I read this one? Okay, log. Oh wait, hang on. Yeah, log. March 15th, 1961. User, Dr. Magnus Schleiermacher. Okay, I could have sworn I heard something upstairs say Magnus when it was whispering when I was in that other dimension. It is ridiculous that they make us duplicate our notes in these electronic boxes. What if the power fails? How could these computers possibly maintain data integrity longer than something? April 15th, 19 something. Dr. Magnus okay. August 3rd. The new procedures may have produced fruit. The Dreamer in Ward 3 has shown an increase in body temperature and brainstem activity, indicating a possible connection to... I am sorry, I'm not well and have no interest in scientific discovery at the moment, however promising. This afternoon, I fell asleep while monitoring Katrine and had such terrible dreams. Conflagrations, monstrous cryptids, the terrified voice of the damned. I woke in terror, my heart pumping madly, and it was in that awful state that I learned of something worse than any nightmare. They have closed the borders within my beloved Berlin. I still have family there. They were hoping to enter West Germany any day, perhaps even be brought here. Now the communists are building a wall, a goddamn wall. Do they fear their own ideology so much that they will allow none to question? None to choose? I weep for my people. I had thought this kind of evil ended with Hitler, but perhaps it is inescapable. Evil does not originate from a single leader. It lies in all of us, waiting only for permission to be expressed. Humans are both an elixir and a plague, our own worst nightmare. Perhaps the war did not go far enough. Perhaps anthropogenic extinction is the only solution, the only possible peace. Forgive me. As I said, I am not well. I should return to my work, lest such dark thoughts drive me insane. October 4th, 1962. Dr. Magnus Schleiermacher. Once a year, I was so deep in my experiments I had forgotten to update this blasted box. Is it anyone's job to even read these entries? It feels like I am typing into the void, but we must do as we are ordered. For the record, Katrine has shown little change. Although our data collection methodologies may exhibit some bias, the nightmares continue, and a wave of melancholia has washed through the entire research team. The world is on fire, it seems, and we feel its effects even here. War has broken out in Vietnam, Africa, and Cuba. Soviet influence can be felt in this very country. Brunner, in particular, has spoken many times of our imminent nuclear death, even to the point of wondering whether that is not the best way to end the world's pain. Wait, I'm sorry, who spoke of it? Brunner, okay. For myself, I have neither the heart nor inclination to argue, and all of us have been affected by the tragedy that occurred in War II. We still don't know all the details, but the German Gaston apparently destroyed millions of dollars of equipment, overpowered 2 soldiers and several good scientists, and then shot himself through the eye. No one can tell me whether he was awake or aware of his actions at the time, and they will not let me see the Dreamer's records. The ward is locked up tight until an official investigation can be performed. But I must know, did Gaston see what I have seen? Did he gaze into the abyss? Did he see humanity spread thin and find it lacking? It is a dark time to be alive. One wonders how much longer humanity should be alive for. An error. So it seems like a lot of these experiments and stuff are actually, like, taking people and, like, somehow, like, messing with their brains in general. And Harsgard was, like, clearly capable of some stuff, but got corrupted or whatever as well. I don't know. Okay, but these are just reports, not logs. Ward Prime online. After weeks of experimentation, the first World Stone is online. The Watcher, Katrine, is undergoing preparations now. Under Dr. Harsgard's directions, several specimens of the original Ward Stone have been taken to varying locations, but Ward Prime will be the first to connect a human subject to the stone to record what she observes. We are making history. Other worlds. I never dreamed it possible, not even when forced to work on the Nazis' abominable machinations. If even a fraction of this experiment works, my colleagues in the U.S. rocket program will turn yellow with envy. The moon. Ha! It is an empty rock. We will discover resources and peoples undreamed of. We are going to change the world. New Watcher procedures. A breakthrough. We have determined that the Watcher's inability to connect to the World Stone is related to activity in the prefrontal cortex. Essentially, Katrine's conscious mind is defending itself against what it perceives as falsities. To work around this shortcoming, Katrine will be kept under sedation, so the brain's natural safeguards cannot interfere with the process of connecting to the stone. It is recommended this same procedure be used in the newly opened wards 2 and 3 as well. The Watchers will no longer be able to speak with us, but we can see what their subconscious minds see through modern imagery techniques. In effect, we can see their dreams. Perhaps we should start calling them dreamers instead. Ha! Ward 3 final report. Ward 3 is burned. The emergency oxygen tanks caught flame and exploded. There were no survivors, but initial reports indicated the fire started in the Dreamer room. Harsgard requested I be present when reviewing the tapes so that I could enter the facts here. The Dreamer was shackled, as all Dreamers have been since Gaston. He did not wake, but he strained against his metal binding and even bent one of them. The video was in black and white, but there was a clear glow across the Dreamer's skin. The attendants rushed to wake him, opening a valve to give the Dreamer more oxygen. That was their mistake, or their blessing. As though the Dreamer were breathing fire himself, the oxygen burst into flame at his lips and spread up the tube to the tanks against the wall. The video went white, then black, then there was nothing. We reviewed the explosion a few times, progressing frame by frame. The attendants did not even have time to react. Within less than half a second, the conflagration obscured everything. Harsgard saw nothing more in the flames, and I did not draw his attention to it, performing only the job for which I had been summoned. But I saw him. But for one frame only, there in the flames was the face of the abyss itself, the dragon from the dreams, and he saw me too. So is Clawbone the dragon, or the dragon something else? It's interesting, the dragon that we fought was named the Dreamer. So, I'm thinking about everything, I'm just wondering. But anyways, Dr. Joseph Brunner. Brunner took his own life last night, February 2nd, 1963. He was alone with Katrine, a thing most of us have feared to do since we began sharing our nightmares with each other. His final notes contained incomprehensible formulas, runes both like and unlike those of the original World Stone. Sketches of horrific monsters that looked all too familiar, and these words: cessation is a quality, serenity among ashes. Katrine's dream records show nothing as always, and her shackles remain secure. She did not wake like a stone. Yet Brunner saw something. He saw what all of us in Ward 1 have been seeking, yet have not been brave enough to face. Was it courage that he took his life, or was it weakness that he took no others with him? Harsgard has requested Brunner's notes for analysis, but I have not told him about our dreams. I have not told him of the beasts in the void, waiting and watching. I have not told him that I recognize Brunner's final words, spattered in his own blood, but also whispered in my dreams and etched in my flesh. Cessation is a quality, as serenity among ashes. I know there are none who read this infernal machine. If you do, then you know the truth as well as I. For peace to begin, humanity must end. An error. Prime report, Captain Ford. February 7th, 1963, Ward 1. So Ward 1 has been shut down and permanently sealed due to some kind of contagious infection that spread through the research team. The source of this infection is unknown, but the Dreamer was found dead, and the few surviving personnel have been quarantined and moved to a psychiatric facility for further testing and rehabilitation. If any Ward Prime personnel notice signs of reinfection, no matter how small, they must report to their superior officer immediately. Given the tragic events in this ward and the close relation of those events to the Dreamer projects, I have expressed my misgivings about initiating new Dreamers in the other wards. We don't know enough about these World Stones, and oh fuck, I missed a line there, hang on. We don't know enough about these World Stones and what we do know should induce more caution than it has. So far, Dr. Harsgard and Commander Neville have ignored my misgivings. For what it's worth, let the record show that I was against this whole damn thing from the start. Okay, so I think that's from Captain Ford. Did I? I don't think I read this one. Yeah, I did not read this one. Log. August 1st, 1961. Has anyone seen the ketamine? I swear we had 100 cc's a few days ago. Ketamine, Owens, and you. Never mind, found the ketamine. Owens had it. By the way, Owens is fired. And all future access to the medical storage locker has to go through Chief Simpkin. Thanks, hippies. This is why we can't have nice things. Dream movement in Ward 2. His stone's been shifting in his chair, even under sedation. Schleiermacher is connected to is concerned the Dreamer's brain is rejecting the World Stone connection. Should we increase his dosage? Please advise. Regarding dream movement in Ward 2. Do not increase sedation. Harsgard does not want to lose any dream lucidity. He suggests, however, that we strengthen Gaston's restraints. Dr. Lin, please see that this is done. Oh wait, hang on. Oh, I think this is like, okay. February 7, 1963. I just read the reports regarding Ward 1. Did these meds ever get to Ward 1? In hindsight, it seems like we could have prevented an awful tragedy. Regarding February 17th, 1963, I'm not sure. They say what happened in Ward 1 wasn't depression, but some kind of contagion. They sealed the whole thing up, bodies and all. Regarding February 7th, 1963. Her body is all, then what were they carting out the other night? They look like bodies to me, though it was difficult to tell. Wait, hang on. Oh wait, they sealed it. Huh. Reports, February 13th, 1962. Be advised that after the incident in Ward 2, Harsgard has changed his mind. Increased sedation dose in all remaining dreamers. Effective immediately. And double his restraints. Antidepressant requests. November 29th, 1962. Dr. Schleiermacher has asked about the availability of antidepressants for him and his team. Does anyone know if that's something we can provide? Regarding antidepressant requests. Antidepressants are in the storage locker. Only the chief has access. He'll need permission from Harsgard or at least Weisskopf if you want them. Note on Ward 1. As part of quarantine operations on Ward 1, several pieces of expensive equipment were taken for disinfection, examination, and reuse in the other wards. Nothing else was removed from the ward before it was sealed. Human Resources plans to hang a memorial plaque on the site in honor of our now buried colleagues. Please remember that public speculation on this or any other Ward Prime incident is unprofessional and potentially dangerous. We understand that discussion of the tragedy is unavoidable, but it is inappropriate to voice untenable conjecture on this or any other public terminal. Thank you for your understanding in this delicate matter, Dr. Harsgard. Okay. And again, I just need to double check. I'll make sure there's no other computers I'm missing. Oh, son of a bitch. I understand it now. I misunderstood the way that they were talking. Like, I thought he was talking about using like a 3-letter word or something. But I understand it now. Okay. So the letters are ICU, right? Notice how B is in the second, if we're going from like left to right, top to bottom. B it would be in the second spot, A would be 1, 1. B is in 1, 2. C will go in 1, 3. So it's going to be 1, 3. And then going on, 1, 3, 2, 4. Q, R, S, T. So it will be, well, yeah, 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 1. 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 1. What? Okay, maybe it's the other way around. Oh, wow, yep. 3, 1, 4, 2, 1, 5. Incorrect. Let me make sure I didn't read that wrong. It is ICU, right? So A, B, C. So 1, 3. Oh, but it's in that order. Okay, I understand now. Okay. So, that was me being, it's late. I'm probably going to end soon after this. I see. So, if I is first, then it's going to be 2, 4, 1, 3, 5, 1. Unlock storage room. Oh! We got a machine pistol, BB. Oh, and it's plus 10. Okay. It's plus 10 to start, so I don't have too much to... You wouldn't believe how much firepower you can find in the old science facilities. Almost as if they knew what was coming. Oh. Is there any... Nope, it's just... Okay. It's just a storage room. Alright, I had to get off for the night because it was getting really late, and I wanted to keep going, but if I kept going, I would have kept going. Alright, Ward Prime. Okay, unlock blast source. Find a way out of the ward. Wait, I couldn't leave through the World Stone, technically? What? Oh, you know what? Hang on, I'm an idiot. I almost forgot to check for some important stuff. Yeah, I don't know what it is about this area that lowers my frame rate. Okay, I'm waiting for you to go by. Because I don't want to deal with your shit. Alright, he's about to, like, turn the corner. Oh. Oh, that's weird. My frame rate went back up after I did that. Okay. Like, back up to 120-ish. Ooh, elemental damage. Acquired by destroying the last root heart. What? Root heart in Ward Prime. Subject 2923 exhibits a strong affinity with her entity than any other dreamer, even showing discomfort at room temperature and above. Okay. Let's see what this is. Oh.
Where did you come from?
Oh, fuck.
You should be more careful. The shadow is following you.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Alright.